There are different kinds of lettuces, just as there are different kinds of people. I discovered this by chance, having previously lumped all in together. It was due to an unplanned move out of the area, the circumstances of which need not concern us here. Bailiffs, sheriffs, wars of court. In short, I had to make a sharp exit. Quick flirt, and I ended up opposite a greengrocer's in an otherwise unpopulated house. And around, in the marketplace and bookies, in the chapel and square, things were new there from what I saw. I thought, as sure as X is X, as nuns don't work on a Sunday, and my arse out of the hole from which I talked through, that a hideout 5 miles from my previous patch would be much like the first one, and the one before. But I felt alien. It wasn't how I grew 6 arms and tentacles, or how I became invisible. I could float around the car boot, and no "see anything that interests you, mate" was flung in my face, was a nice way of saying, "but you can type's okay." The hole in my shoe wasn't cause for alarm, and if you don't mind, Squire, we'd prefer our clients to have hands out at all times. And can we check your pockets, Karen? Or with blissful silence. Reputation grins like brambles when you come from a family of Baddens like mine, and you share the face of a spate of cousins dedicated to crime. The eyes round here did not search me then. They could have been blue or black, the irises for all they care, or a deep shade of green like a 10-bob note. No one seeks to scrutinize, drilled to the back of my head. They I have the eyes with this change I clot. For when you stop running once, ducking your head under anorak, burrowing into hood, then for the first time you observe in wonder, not everyone's a pig. There is no twinkling web of police informers, paid men, connected by marital grudges, who whisper or hiss behind hands in post offices when you go to write a cheque. Present your full face of the morning, there's indifference at best. Or is it politeness? Is it that rows of cabbages have little threat, carrots are just carrots, or the sheaths disguise a quick knifing, and the marrow isn't kosh? No, it's more than that. It extends. It's where the lettuces come in. At first you think they're all the same, meek and mild, lower tier football league types in the pyramid of foodstuffs. Nothing to see, no variables. They are plonked on the barrow, everyday folk. But getting close and coming out of my shell before dark for the first time, at large and feeling alert, I see they each have different names. Butterhead, Lolo Rosso, Little Jen, Escarole. They could be characters in a novel. The world, after forced confinement, then inaction, then nighttime roams for burglaries, had, with this move, due discovery of Creven's premises, brought interesting more than usual. I had a window, however brief who knows, from abandoned room in another town, to see for what they are, things, and people too. I was a cooking. They didn't care. We all have our idiosyncrasies, and what began with the lettuces made me see how there's more than just King Edward's. Asparagus is sourced from various parts. Bananas have personalities, some bent, some prime, and the locals, they weren't all out to do me that, quite the contrary. If I went to them, "Sorry miss, you dropped your mitten. Excuse me sir, I think this cash belongs to you. I got a thank you, and not a recognition of my individuality. I thought I was living giving you a prestigious BBC One period drama." Can it continue? Even now at night, on the bare floor, in the attic space once boarded up where I escaped to when the gangsters called, I hear the cooing of birds in the rafters, and it sounds like a man under torture. It sounds like fingernails drawn, skin meeting laying, the extremities of ankles in impossible strain, and dream of bowing for a lady, my coat over the puddle, to make me feel a little most human. Say, snap out of it, stupid. For faints, be sure as eggs, simple and implacable, I know not to mess with. I might get cooked if I don't stay watchful, sentient. I might get my head hard boiled in 100 degrees temperature. This holiday will end, and besides brain trace, a shoe race, tin beans, packet of snuff in my hideaway, I won't remain. But I'd like to lead you with a suggestion that occurred over time. if it's at X some different file but not likewise. Hens bottoms of their own types, and ducks swim as they see fit. There are coots and other species. They're agreed with distinct personalities. I've had crumbs in the park and you never predict who want to be friends, who will treat you like shit. I've learnt to see the differences, as I did, as I said, with the lettuces. Yet it's been what you might call really revelatory. I've made discovery that people should be tarred by the same gush. I can transcend my start as a salt, become one of you lot. I just need space and a sympathetic ear. Though I can't hang around and talk for hours over the garden warp. Have a will to wet glove. Better get cracking.